It's the 25th of January, a little after 6:30, or I think, or somewhere around in that area. Headed into the shop. I hadn't done a video in a while. I hadn't done a YouTube in a while. I deleted Facebook because of all the censorship, and been kind of keeping to myself, kind of keeping quiet, because all the chaos surrounding the election and the presidency and the stealing of the nation. And I have, to be honest with you, I've been kind of fearful. So, not knowing, it's the unsurety of, because, I'm 45-year-old, and I voted for Clinton. My first time I was ever eligible to vote, old enough to vote, I voted for Clinton. And I've voted Republican ever since then. And not one of my own, but one of some, When Bush was elected, that was a highly contested race, and we see how that turned out, and everything comes full circle. But the Bible teaches the things that are done in the dark will be revealed in the light. So there's prophecies. There's all kinds of prophets now prophesying what they've done and what they've said, and I get nervous when I hear a lot of people talk about I said this, I said that, and I'm guilty of it too. But Kim Clement, prophecy from years ago, prophecy about Trump or about a two-term president and all the contentions and everything. I have a sense of hope, and hope deferred makes the heart happy, or hope something. I can't remember exactly, but that's not exactly how it is. But when the smoke clears, everybody's looking for a day. What day is this going to happen? We hear March 4th, we hear Trump's doing this or Trump's doing that, and there's a new party, political party that's supporting Trump. It's called the Patriot Party. Looks legit. I've not, what little bit I've seen on YouTube and TikTok seems to be legit. But anyway, in the 1871 Act, where the nation was a corporation, and there's just a lot of things. If you listen to every voice, you will get lost in the confusion. And that's the whole plan of the enemy, is to get you sidetracked or lost. But Paul told Timothy, he said, war with the prophecies that was spoken over you. And when God does something in the earth, he speaks through the mouth of a prophet. So I have a hope, not in Kim Clement. He's gone. He's dead and gone. Or translated, I'm not sure. I've never heard the full details on that either, and I've not researched it. So, but I have hope in that prophecy is true and it's accurate, and God's performing it. God's going to work it out. Because by and large, even with all of our troubles, we do have some issues. But my hope is in Jesus. My hope is in what the Word is. And keep looking up. If I could encourage you, keep looking up. Keep looking to the hills from whence comes your help. Your help comes from the Lord. So, with everything that's going on with the election and the transition of the Great Reset and all that, Be a human. Be a human. Things are tense, times are tough. So be a human. Love one another. Because when it comes down to it, people in Mexico, Indonesia, South America, Australia, Europe, they're just like me and you. Excuse me. We're the greatest race, humankind. And another thought, kind of shift gears a little bit, is especially on TikTok, you get a lot of Christian talk that everybody's saying the devil knows his time is near, and the church is fixed to be raptured out, and there's a false teaching about the rapture. That's of the Antichrist, and I don't understand how people's logic gets to where it gets. But with that being said, I want to say this. What does the devil's time have to do with the rapturing of the church? We've kind of brought it on ourselves in the sense of Jesus himself said, when you hear wars and rumors of wars, pestilence, and wicked things, earthquakes in divers places, look up, your redemption draws nigh. That we always want to blame somebody. Oh, it's their fault, or it's her fault, or it's their fault, or look what the government's doing. What about me? Could I have been nicer? Could I have not said what I said? Could I have said something when I didn't say something? Could I just merely pray and ask God for guidance and direction? Yeah. So when we hear of wars and rumors of wars, not to say that Satan don't influence people, demon possession is real, and it gets in the heart of people, but inherently we are the creation of God. Every fleshly human being is, because excuse me, you cannot enter into this realm without coming through the womb of a woman. It's impossible. So Satan enters into the mind of people to cause human reactions. And yes, I'm driving down the road. I'm heading to work. But we are God's creation. We are created by the hand of God. So with that being said, you take that logic. Paul said, put on the mind of Christ. So we have to consciously make a decision to follow what Christ has set out to do, to lead, right? Logically thinking. But scripturally, we need to understand that everything that we do, we will be held accountable for. Everything. You, me, your neighbor, everyone that watches this will be held accountable. Two cups of coffee still ain't awake. So when we get off on the tangent of trying to blame the devil for everything, and do not stop, do not misunderstand me. I'm not trying to give the devil credit at all. What I am saying is, when we do not hold ourselves accountable and we try to blame everybody else, we open the door for defeat. We open the door for doubt. We open the door to blame everybody else. So, take responsibility. Hold yourself accountable. Love your neighbor. And love God. Pretty simple way of living. But I'm almost to work. And when I get near the Wi-Fi, I'm going to I'll upload this video and leave you with these awesome gut-wrenching thoughts. Have a good day. Love you.